Yeah, mother. Okay. Okay. Alright, guys, what is going on? What is going on? Wow. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna get into some late night feels, my boys. My lord, I hate my mic so much, or my pop filter. I have to get a new pop filter. Oh my god, keep scary sprites away. What is going on, guys? I actually wanted to add this real quick. Hold up. Window capture. Chat. This is probably like the best way to do it, to be honest. It's YouTube, Google Chrome. Yep. Let me do it this way. Much better. Okay, that's much better. There is a rap, really. That's crazy. That's what's good though. That is what is good though. Let me move this to the very bottom. Last minute changes, but there you go. But anyways, guys, what is going on? My name is HERMSAUR, and welcome to the Katawa Shoujo Livestream. I don't know how many people are gonna show up for this. I guess we'll only see and whatnot. So, why don't we get started on it right now? I'm actually pretty nervous about this. So we'll see. I want to see what it looks like on stream. Let me change it to 1080. Ooh, looks really clean. Okay. So you guys are on the stream. You guys will see your chat and stuff. So we're gonna start and see what's going on. Oh. Okay, let's do this. A light breeze causes the naked branches overhead to rattle like wooden wind chimes. There is a popular retreat for couples in the summer. The deciduous trees provide a beautiful green canopy far out of sight of teachers and fellow students. But now in late winter, it feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling. I breathe into cupped hands and rub them together furiously to prevent from numbing this cold. Let me move that there. Don't go wild. What's up, Scarlet? What is going on? HERMSAUR. I guess that's me. Just how long am I expected to wait out here anyway? I'm sure the note said 4 p.m. Ah yes, the note slipped between the pages of my math book while I wasn't looking. As far as the cliches go, I'm more of a fan of letter in the locker, but at least this way shows a bit of initiative. As I ponder the meaning of the note, the snowfall gradually thickens. The snowflakes silently falling from the white painted sky are the signs of time passing in the stagnant world. Their slow descent upon the frozen forest makes it seem like time has slowed to a crawl. The rustling of dry snow underfoot startles me, interrupting the quiet mood. Someone is approaching me from behind. Hey, hi, HERMSAUR, you came? A hesitating, barely audible question. However, I recognize the owner of that dainty voice instantly. Needs a Hermes route? Is that what it's called? I feel my heart skip a beat. It's a voice I've listened to 100 times, but never as more than an eavesdrop to a conversation. I turn to face this voice, the voice of my dreams, and my heart begins to race. So that's us? Iwanoko, I got a note telling me to wait here. It was yours? Damn it, I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line and that was the result. Pathetic. Forgot there's a blue-haired bear. Yeah, I saw the blue-haired bear. I already looked at the artwork of this game. It looks phenomenal. Ah, yes, I asked a friend to give you that note. I'm so glad you got it. A shy, joyous smile that makes me so tense I couldn't move a single muscle even if I tried. Whoa. My heart is pounding now, as if it were trying to burst out of my chest and claim this girl for itself. And my mom is calling me. Hold on, guys. Of course, my mom would call me. Okay, so here we are out in the cold. Once again, the wind stirs up the branches. The cacophonous oh my god, my English noise is music to my ears. Iwanoko flinches ever so softly against the gust of wind. As it passes, she She rights herself, as if supported by some new confidence. Her eyes lock with mine, and she lazily twirls her long dark hair around her finger. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. My throat is tight. I doubt I could even force a word out if I tried. You see, I wanted to know if you would go out. Oh, shit! I stand there motionless, save for my pounding heart. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond the breaking point. Hisao? I reach up to try to massage my throat, but this sends spikes of binding pain to my arms, along my arms. Hisao! Oh shit? My whole body freezes, save for my eyes, which shoots up in terror. English speaking. Hisao, the beating in my chest suddenly stops, and I go weak at the knees. The world around me, the canopy of bare branches, the dull winter sky, Iwanoko running towards me, all these fade to black. The last thing I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Iwanoko's screaming for help and incessant clatter of the branches above. So I'm assuming we, like, fucking passed out. That's what I'm assuming. Yo, I saw like the video of the intro. It looks fucking nice. It looks nice. But anyways, how are you guys doing today? Thank you guys for coming through the late night stream. Dude, look how nice this looks. That looks legit. Anonymous 22. Who is this Anonymous 22? We must find this Anonymous 22. Don't forget, guys, to click that like on that stream and to share that we are streaming right now. Joel Martinez, what's poppin', bro? There you go. Alpha, what's up, man? Alpha is actually one of the people that suggested this to me. Of course I remember you, Joel. It's gonna get real up in here, guys. It's gonna be fucking real. Sorry if I cough, by the way, guys. I'm still trying to get a bit better. It's been 4 months since my heart attack. In that whole time, I can probably count the times I've left the hospital room unsupervised on one hand. 4 months is a pretty long time when you are left alone with your thoughts. So I've had plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. Arrhythmia. A strange word, a foreign alien one that you don't want to be in the same room with. A rare condition, it causes the heart to act erratically and occasionally beat way too fast. It can be fatal. Apparently, I've had it a long time. They said it was a miracle that I was able to go on so long without anything happening. Is that really a miracle? I guess it was supposed to make me feel better, more appreciative of my life. It really didn't do anything to cheer me up. My parents, I think, were hit harder by the news than I was. They practically had 2 hemorrhages apiece. I had already had a full day by then to digest everything. To them, it was all fresh. They were even willing to sell our house in order to pay for a cure. Of course, there isn't a cure, which is true. Because of the late discovery of this condition, I've had to stay at the hospital to recuperate from the treatments. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. For about a week, my room in the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards. But the visitors soon dwindled, and all the get-well gifts began trickling down to nothing shortly after. I realized that the only reason I gotten so many cards and flowers was because sending me their sympathy had turned into a class project. Maybe some people were genuinely concerned, but I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I barely had visitors. By the end of the first month, only my parents came by on a regular basis. Iwanoko was the last to stop visiting. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had that much to talk about when she visited anyways. We didn't touch the subject that was between us in that snowy day ever again. The hospital. It's not really a place I'd like to live in. The doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess it's because they are in a hurry and they have a million other patients waiting for them, but it makes me feel uncomfortable. For the first month or so, I asked the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. He never answered anything in a straightforward way, but told me to wait to see if the treatment and surgeries worked. So idly, I observed the scar that those surgeries had left on my chest slowly change its appearance over time. Think of it as some kind of omen. I still ask the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough now that I'm not disappointed anymore. When I don't get a reply, the way he shuffles around the answer shows that there is at least some hope. At some point, I stopped watching TV. I don't know why, I just did. Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism for my situation. I started reading instead. There was a small library at the hospital, although it was more like a storeroom for books. I began working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I would go back for more. I found that I like reading, and I think I even became a bit addicted. I started feeling naked without a book in my hands, but I loved the stories. That was what my life was like. Oh my lord. The days became increasingly harder to distinguish from each other, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. It felt like time blurred into some kind of gooey mass I was trapped inside instead of moving within. A week could go by without me really noticing it. Sometimes I'd pause in realization that I didn't know what day of the week it was. But other times, all the things that surrounded me would painfully crash into my consciousness through the barrier of nonchalance I had set up for myself. Hope Hermes. Yep, true. Dude, 3-3 ratio views like. True. I'm pretty sure there's more than 3 viewers. I don't know why it's a little bit slow, but anyways. The pages of my book would start to feel sharp and burning hot, and the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear that I had to put the books aside and just lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I was going to cry. But that happened only rarely, and I couldn't even cry. Today the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seems excited, but not very. It's like he is trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I've last seen them. Both of them are even sort of dressed up. Is that supposed to mean some kind of special occasion? It's not a party. There is a ritual the head cardiologist has. He takes his time sorting his papers, then settling them aside as if to make a point of the pointlessness of what he just did. Then he casually sits down on the edge of the bed next to mine. He looks me in the eyes for a moment. "Hello, Hisao. How are you today?" I don't answer him, but I smile a little, back at him. "I believe that you can go home. Your heart is stronger now, and with some precautions, you should be fine. We have all your medications sorted out. I'll give your father the prescriptions." The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expressions turns wooden as he reads it quickly. So many. I take it from his hand and take a look myself, feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this? Crazy. Fatigue. The absurdly long list starting back at me from the paper seems insurmountable. They all blend together in a sea of letters. This is insane. Side effects, adverse effects, contraindications, and dosages are listed line after line with cold precision. I try to read them, but it's so futile. I can't understand any of it, attempting to only make me feel sicker. All this for the rest of my life, every day? I'm afraid that is the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that list fade over the years. Years. Oh, years. What kind of confidence booster is that? I'd felt better if he hadn't said anything at all. Also, I've spoken with your parents and we believe that it would be best if you don't return to your old school. What's up, Louis? What? Please calm down, Hisao. Listen to what the doctor has to say. Calm down? The way he says it tells me that he knew full well that I wouldn't like it. Am I going to be homeschooled? Whatever my concern shows, it's ignored. We all understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think that it's wise for you to be without supervision. At least not until we are sure that your medication is suitable. So I've spoken to your parents about a transfer. It's a school called Yumako Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students. Disabled? What? Am I? It has 24-hour nursing staff, and it's only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live on the campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. My god. It's designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping help nearby. Independence? It's a school for disabled kids. Don't try to disguise that fact. If it really was that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff, and you wouldn't make a hospital being nearby a selling point. Of course, that's only if you want to go, but your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you. We went out there and had a couple of weeks back. I think you'd like it. It looks like I really don't have a choice. Compared to the heart problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. You'll need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education. This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamn opportunity. Well, you should be excited at the chance to go back to school. I remember you wanted to return to school, and while it's not the same one, a special school, that's an insult. That is what I want to say. It's a step down. It's not what you think. All of the students there are pretty active in their own sort of way. It's geared towards students that can still get around and learn, but just need a little help in one way or another. Your father's right, and many of the graduates of the school have gone on to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. One of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate. I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what a disability is. I really hate that something so important was decided for me, but what can I do about it? Normal life is out of the question now. It's funny, I had always thought of myself was actually kind of boring, but now I miss it. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I could easily yell out something now. Something about how I can go back to school anyway, but no. I don't want to say anything. The fact is that now I know now it's futile. Hisao is kind of a dick about the whole situation. Yeah, he is. To be honest, like, he seems like a fucking dick right now. I look around the room, feeling very tired of all this. The hospital doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that would make me feel any different. There really isn't a choice. I know this. But the thought of going to a disabled school? What are those even like? As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. But let me try. A clean slate isn't a bad thing. That is all I can think of to get me through this. At least I still have something. Even if it's a special school, it's something. It's a fresh start, and my life isn't over. It would be a mistake to just resign myself to thinking that. At the very least, I'll try to see what my new life will look like. Oh shit. At least Corin took it better when he was locked up. That's true. Life expectancy. Okay. Anyways, guys, if you're here on the stream, thank you guys so much for coming through. I really do appreciate it. Welcome to some late night feels. We're gonna get into it. You can donate. You can also donate this way. There you go. Okay. The gate looked far too pompous for what it was. In fact, gates in general seem to do that, but this one's especially so. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and gray plaster assembled into a whole that didn't feel welcoming at all. Which I should open Twitch alerts. I forgot. I forgot to open Twitch alerts. Let me connect with my Twitch. There you go. Before I forget. People have been following me lately on Twitch, even though I don't use it. Oh wait, never mind. My gift card expired. It's cool, bro. But you know, it's there if you guys want to donate. Any donations help me, by all means, guys. All donations go to the fact that I'm going to PAX. So if you guys want to donate, that'd be hella dope. So, anyways, let's get back to the story. I'm gonna go back here. Okay, cool. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and gray plaster assembled into a whole that didn't feel welcoming at all. I wonder if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, so entered through it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. So I walked towards the main building of Yumako Academy with this brisk pace. I'm alone, as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have, more like a park, with a clean walkway going past trees and the smell of fresh-cut grass and all other park-like things. Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. It makes me shudder. I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. It's your new life. You have to take it as it comes. Let me do this. Okay. That's what I tell myself. A few big building looms behind the leafy canopies, too big and too many for just a school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. It's an uncanny valley, even though I was told that this is my new school. In the back of my head, it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectations of a school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kinda eerie. It makes me wish there was somebody here so I could anchor myself to something tangible instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension. The trees hum with the wind and the green hues flashing all around me to catch my attention. It makes me think about hospitals again. How they say that operating rooms are painted green because green is a calming color. I realized that it might be too loud. Let me lower it a little bit. So why am I feeling so anxious despite all this greenery? Only after I stand in front of the haughty main building, I surprised myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back, even if I had no life I could return to. But still after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous with this realization set in mind, I opened the front door. A tall man with bad posture notices me as I enter. Oh, thank you.
Gonna go pill Cosby on everyone in the school.
What? Predictions, mate? Hello? Let me see. Predictions, mate. Who sent that? Oh, Elder. Thank you, Elder. Thank you. all really does help, guys. Believe it or not. You must be Nikki Nakai. So you are excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Mewtwo. We exchange a handshake. That is neither firm nor sloppy, and he looks at his watch. The head nurse asked for you for a brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that now. Oh, should I go later? Yes, afternoon is probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They are waiting already. Waiting for me? I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. Somehow, not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost miss what the teacher is saying. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure, I mean, isn't that normal? Of course, but not everyone likes to be at the center of attention. I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I should be one of those to give the first impression of myself. Right, but it's no problem. Let's go then. I should have gave him the Batman voice, you're right. My heart is pounding in my chest and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. The third door down the third floor corridor is marked as the classroom for class 3-3. It's like Mewtwo. Mewtwo opens the door and enters. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Get a grip! This is a big step, I know that, but there isn't any point to worrying so much about it. At least not this soon. Oh. I don't care about the dudes. Let's look at the bays real quick. Yes. I like this. I like this. I like the bays that I see. The bays that I see are the bays that I see. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around partially so I won't have to meet the curious gazes of my new classmates. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high and there's lots of space left over around and in between the desks. An entire wall taken up by blackboards and the high old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. The students' desks are just standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. I stop walking in front of the classroom and face the other students. They all look normal, like students in the other school, but then why are they here? They're probably like me, have something wrong with them, but it's not immediately obvious. Oh, look at this blue-haired motherfucking bae right there. Then I notice that one of the girls seems to be missing the thumb of her right hand. It's a little jarring. Despite the natural tendency to listen when somebody's talking about you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class. I notice a flash of dark hair and see someone is looking at me. A girl with really long straight hair that is pretty eye-catching. As she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hands as if it would make her invisible. There is one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motions, sign language. She peers at me over with the rims of her glasses, then goes back to whatever she's doing. She's kind of cute, so is the cheery looking girl with pink hair sitting next to her. She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't notice her at the moment I walked in. Please welcome our newest classmate. He claps his hands and so does everyone else except one girl in the first row who has only one hand. I cringe a little, but hide it bowing in things for this applause I did not deserve. A collective silence tells me that I should open up my mouth now. So, I'm Hisao Nakai. Did I say that right, guys? I'm fucking butchering it and shit. And after that, my hobbies are reading and soccer. I have to get along with everyone even though I'm a new student. Yeah, Blue Hair Bay is checking me out already. You're right. And after that, I'm being so boring that is exactly like every self-introduction ever. I should say something more exciting. I end up saying nothing and the teacher picks up from there. Everyone seems to be satisfied even with what little I said. A few girls are whispering to each other, throwing glances at me. It could have gotten worse. I listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along with letting my gaze sweep across the class. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he's done, they clap their hands which feels like a weird thing to do. The first row girl claps on the ground with her one hand against her other wrist that ends in bandaged stump. It makes me feel a little bad. We are going to be doing some group work today, so that'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you? Yeah, it's fine with me. That's good. You can work with Hakamichi. She's a class representative. She can explain anything you might want to know. And who else would be able to do that better, right? How could I know? The teacher passes out the day's assignment and announcing that we will be working in groups of 3. It hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow. The teacher seems to catch my helpless expression. Alright, Hakamichi is right there. Shizune Hakamichi. Ooh, pink-haired bae. Let's go. As he calls out her name, the cute bubbly girl with bright pink hair and gold eyes wave her hand at me. I take a seat next to her by the window. Hey, I guess you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you. What? I'm caught off guard by her laughter. It's nice to meet you too, but I'm not Hakamichi. I'm Misha. This is Hakamichi Shi-chan. Yes. That is the waifu. That is the route that I want to take. That is the route that I'm thinking about. Oh my gosh. Yo. Giggling, Misha points to the girl next to her, the one I saw using sign language before. There's only one real route anyway, is it true? It looks like she has been staring at me the whole time. She nods once nonchalantly to show that she acknowledges my presence, but only barely. She has short yet carefully neatly brushed hair, a pair of oval-shaped glasses, balanced on the tip of the dainty nose. Herm came. It's Emmy or go. Damn, that laugh was accurate. that seem to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. It's nice to meet you. She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Hakamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. I start to wonder if the teacher was messing with me, saying things like, "You'll be able to talk to people," and "Who better to explain things to you?" I can see you're a little confused, right? Oh, sorry. HERMSAUR best waifu. I can see you're a little confused, right? But I understand why you would think I was Shi-chan. Shi-chan is deaf, so I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her. I'm like an interpreter. She says it's nice to meet you too. You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shi-chan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he would have been standing up there for no reason, right? He seemed like a very interesting person, doesn't he? We knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know you would be here today so soon. He-chan, right? He-chan. Yup, it fits, doesn't it? Did I say it out loud? It's just a surprise. I've never liked that nickname. I don't really see how it fits. You look just like I imagined. Oh my god. Excuse me. Yeah, you look just like a He-chan. I wonder why everyone seems to think so. Hakamichi taps her fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly, their hands a blur. Misha seems a little overwhelmed. Sorry about that. Shi-chan wants you to know that she's the class rep, so if there's anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her. Do you like the school so far? We can show you around a little if you haven't had the time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it. Misha stumbles with the hard word a bit, making it stick out in otherwise fluid translation. Thanks, that would be pretty helpful. Yeah, I just kind of came straight to class today. That's no good! You should try to learn as much as you can about where you are going before you go there. Not just with school either. Always! Even if it's a trip to the convenience store? Really, Shi-chan? Learn about where you are going. I guess I didn't bother to do that. Or just didn't care enough to do so. I look forward to this. Even I committed myself to go along with half-assedly. But anyway, I don't say anything, and Misha signs something that ends in a shrug. What was that? It seemed like it was about me. I feel like slumping over my seat. Both of them are smiling, but that shrug hit me unexpectedly deeply. You look down. Are you okay? Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needing help. Stop looking like you just failed a test. Alright. And another thing, you don't have to call me Shi-chan something or so formal like Hakamichi or class rep all the time. Just call her Shi-chan. Okay, maybe that's too casual. Maybe Shizune would be more appropriate. Yup, Shizune is fine. Okay, that would be a lot easier for me. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly, so I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier, especially about Shizune, who I assume would be all business. Well, she still seemed like that, just less so, I guess. Huh? Alright, we haven't even touched the assignment. We should start working now, or Shi-chan will get mad. The assignment is also kind of long, so we should start now if you want to finish it before the class ends. That too! Shizune glares at the two of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand that. Okay, I get the message. After class, we can take a walk around the school, around the grounds together. It's a nice day today, okay? The assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of both difficult and unnecessarily long. Oh, let me see what you guys say. Shizune is both deaf and mute, so no scary deaf sex noises. Pretty sure Shizune can hear, just cannot talk. Wait. No, she's deaf. No, yeah, she's deaf. She can talk. I'm pretty sure she can talk, but yeah. Still, we finished it a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class, despite our late start. Shizune and Misha are really capable. They are quite different, though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, and Misha is a lot more playful and girlish, not to mention a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that. The clock tower bells ring, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who is beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We descend even below the lobby where I met Mewtwo, down to the bottom floor. Just like everything in the school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. Its big windows open to the courtyard toward the main gate. It's the cafeteria! Oh shit. Sorry guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare. But Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. Fool, Misha, you're like my second. There is a rather long list of menu options, which seem great until I realize that many of them are accommodated to students who need special diets. How nice. It almost feels like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. I pick something at random and follow Shizune to the table, sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me to the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. I don't understand science, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at the person who talks to you is proper and polite. Do you want to know something? What? About anything. We're your guys, so you should ask us if there's something. Okay. Huh. I think I got everything I need to know. That's about Shizune's deafness. Ask about the library. I feel like it'd be more polite to ask about the library. I think I got everything. No, I don't want to be a dick. So I feel like I'm gonna ask about the library. Cause I'm not a fucking dick, alright? I'm a good guy, alright? Oh my god, that cough, I know, right? Alright, so let's do it. Let's ask about the library. Oh yeah, is there a library in the school? Lately, I've gotten into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out. Oh shit, I'm fucking sliding back. Misha gives the kind of frown that makes it clear she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby, then picks up her smile again. There is! It's in the second floor. We can show it to you sometime. Thanks. I return to my food while the girls talk between themselves. Misha and Shizune sign back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Libraries for other girls around? Well, maybe they're talking about secret girl stuff or something. I quickly notice the conversation in sign is not enough to fill a silence. We arrive in the classroom early, but we are not the first. That dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumped over her desk, at least at the last row. You know, even though she got that, I still think she's pretty. She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino. The elegance of a rhino. Who would have thought a rhino is very elegant? She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning into stone just from our presence. Misha and Shizune either don't notice or don't mind it, as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with the other students, and finally the teacher. Getting into the rhythm of school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of the class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Hanako is bae. Yes, very bae. Maybe it's the long time spent in the hospital that made me like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless. Before long and the final bell rings, school is finally over for the day. Beside me, Misha and Shizune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me. Unfortunately, we can't stay to show you around today, Hee-chan. We've got to hurry already, since there's a lot of work for us to do. You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it. Oh wait, the teacher said I'd have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go? Is that so? We can at least show you that much. Come on! The nurses have their own building, so we have to go outside. We joined the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out other senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. When we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually a part of the main building. This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamaku Foundation office and all the nurses' office. They even have a swimming pool. How is that official? Don't be silly, Hee-chan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse's office is on the first floor. We'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks. Bye. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education. I guess it's necessary for a place like this. Dude, that looks so eerie. This hallway right here. I walk in hoping that this really will be only a quick visit like the teacher said. On a wide door on the left is a green cross with the text head nurse and a nameplate. A voice from the inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large and it smells strange. A friendly looking man turns around on his chair to face me as I enter. His desk is neatly tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils, and there are even dozen coffee cup rings lingering on the desk. Hello there. What can I do for you today? He's young looking and sort of rugged, but the dimples in his cheek wash that impression away when he smiles. Are you the nurse? He smiles like a person who has heard this very same question hundreds of times. Why, yes I am! It says so on the door, no? You can call me by my name, or just the nurse, like everyone else does. Of course, I shake off my confusion, realizing I should probably grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right, I'm the new student and my homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai. Look, it's Brock. His eyes light up with revelation and he snaps his fingers. Oh, you're that Nakai! I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related congenital heart muscle deficiency, right? He gestures me to sit down in a vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yes. Good, well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapies and such. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there is a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. His jokes feel so out of place that I'm left thinking why he even said it. Yeah, just this is really weird to have so many medical people at a school. You'll get used to it. I'm not sure of that myself, but I don't even let the nurse know it. Now let me just find your file again. While he's searching for something from his computer and shuffles stacks of papers around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I'd like to say. Beige walls and ceiling, dark gray laminate flooring, and the equipment you'd expect from a school nurse's office. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging on the four walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day and all the food groups. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from the stack of similarly thick files and opens it. So you already have medication for arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening, or it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rash stuff like, I don't know, boxing? He grins to his own joke, but I don't. Well, I play soccer occasionally with some classmates. Alright, I'm afraid I'm going to have to recommend you to refrain from doing that, at least for the time being. Oh, my lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow. Not really. I'm not bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. I guess I never did it out of burning passion for the sport, just to have something to do. Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack, it might not be a good idea. Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion to the chest area? There's no mention of the cause in your papers. Not exactly. I sidestep the questions acceptably, and he glances at me over his papers with a more serious expression on his face. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise would do you good. We have physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't think you really need such heavy measures. I'm gonna turn off the light a little bit. Much easier on my eyes. Much easier on my eyes. Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks or even light jogging, jumping rope, that sort of thing. Swimming maybe? There's a pool here. So I was told. You were very good! At any rate, and I'm sure you've been told this before, you just need to take care of not to overexert yourself. He wags his finger to emphasize the point. No need, really. I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself. Okay. He goes over my papers one more time, sets them on the desk, obviously content. Good, that's it. Then come in me if you ever need something. I'm ushered out even before I even realize it. A quick visit indeed. I end up standing in front of the main building and the auxiliary building, although to my eyes, they still look one and the same. Cause of heart attack? Bay. Yup. Oh my god. I gotta drink water after reading all of that. It's the first real look I get at the other students, so I watch people coming out of the school, going towards the gate or the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they are going, and I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at a specialist school. Then again, neither do I. Does that make me one of them too? One of us? I should go somewhere too to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The weariness in me grows as I trudge towards the dorms, set a little ways apart from the main building complex. There's a garden of sorts between the school. This actually looks like a real garden. It does look like a nice place to live in, it really does. Flowers and that overbearing smell of fresh cut grass that fills the atmosphere. You know what this reminds me of? My college, not El Camino, Cal State Long Beach when I went there. It dawns on my tired mind that smell feels novel because I haven't been outside at all for so long. The dorm building is big and made of red brick. Like the others, it feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward going inside. It takes more time than necessary to fish out the keys that I was given out from my pocket. Room 119. Despite the ornate exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. Just like in the main building, the halls and doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs. The same goes for the elevators at the end of the hallways. I poke my head around the corner of the common room door. Inside, a few students are watching the television. One nods and gives a quick hello before turning back to the TV. Seems that only the girls here are sociable. I suppose that's perfectly fine with me. I climb to the stairs to the upper floor. Here, small corridors branch off from the main hallway. Each of these minor halls seems to have a toilet and a shower, as well as 4 rooms. About halfway down the room, I spy room 119. The nameplates on the room adjacent to mine are blank. I guess there are 2 of us here. Light shines from below the door of room 117, so I knock lightly. Hello? Is anyone home? From inside, I hear a few movements, then the clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors had. After a moment, the door squeaks open. Who the fuck is this? A bespectacled boy is standing in the doorway. He is looking at me very intently through his extremely thick eyeglasses. Who is it? Blind? No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses if he was? He leans closer to me until our noses are almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic. Hisa Nakai, I'm moving into the next room. I thought I should introduce His face suddenly brightens in realization and he stands back upright, thrusting his hand out with smiling greeting, almost straight to my diaphragm. Oh, sup, dude? The name's Kenji! Herm, damn it, I'm supposed to be asleep. I'm so sorry. Sorry, Donovan, but, thank you for coming by and hanging out with me. Ah, hi. I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it. It's still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and vehement welcome. There were some suspicious-looking people going in and out of your room earlier. It was probably my parents. Your parents, you sure? Because they could have been some other people too. You can't judge a book by its cover. His out-of-space proverb is left hanging between us awkwardly as I tried to think of some way to respond. I'd say the chances are high enough. He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures. You are a brave man, Hisao! Me, I don't think I could trust the chances. The only one I trust is myself. Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either? He thinks about this for a while. A wise decision! Damn, you are smarter than you look! Probably. What do you look like? I hope not smart. What do you look like? I hope not smart. He squints his eyes and leans closer, but I lean backwards to dodge it. Never mind, it doesn't matter! With that, he turns, fumbles for a moment in search for the door handle, and shuts the door behind him. I slide the key into the lock of the door marked 119. Bleak beige walls, white linen, a desk made of some type of light wood, ugly curtains. It's no one's room, impersonal, like my hospital room was. My bags are sitting at the foot of my bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. The closet is sitting open, stocked with my clothes. Also, it seems that there are a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. A note is pinned to the sleeve of one of the shirts. Let's see, he's the hero Yamaku needs, but not the one deserves. Kenji's a man, yo. Hi, Hichan. We've unpacked your things and made your bed. They said that these don't fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad. At least I don't have to worry about unpacking. I kind of hoped I would have. Then there would be something to do. It's still too early. I put the note on the desktop and lied down on the bed, feeling a drain. Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do. The restless urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Maybe it's stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming and for the entire day Today too. Fuck. I still am, I think. Damn, I have to distract myself somehow, so I won't be this unnatural all the time. Tomorrow, I'll go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now, the bottles of medication neatly arranged on my night table catch my eye. I pick up one and shake it just to hear the contents rattle inside, and then read the glued pharmacy label. Hisao Nakai, 2 tablets daily to stay alive. That's horrible. It doesn't really say that, but it could just as well. It's kind of twisted having your life depend on chemicals like this. I resent it a little, but what choice do I have? With a sigh, I begin my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to check the correct dosages. Why did they call him Hichan all of a sudden? That's what I want to know. But I don't know, my boys. I don't know, my boys. Oh shit. God damn it, my goddamn motherfucking. By the way, my dad got me some Beats by Dre headsets that I haven't used yet. Well, he's in the Philippines right now, so. I let down again, feeling hollow and uncertain, and after that I keep staring at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. You know what he needs to do to his room? He needs to add some waifus onto that wall. It doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls, and long shadows draw across my room like fingers. The sheets feel slightly more comfortable, warm nest-like against the chill that passes for room temperature here. Soon the lighter shade of darkness that is the ceiling looks like every ceiling does at night, and it becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. That night beckons me to sleep, and I feel the coldness of unfamiliarity and fear creeping up my spine once again. I keep drifting further away from the world I knew. Damn. And it's the beginning of the game. Oh, okay. So that's how I do. So we right click to save and etc. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. I wake up in a strange room. Why not add nude pics of his whole female class? Oh, true! Elder, you are right. You are right. Solid morning light shimmers against the light gray ceiling. I had forgotten to draw the curtains closed last night. You know what I want? I want, like, the support thing for my back. God damn it. This is my room, isn't it? My room. This is the third room this year that I'm supposed to call mine. Various things around here remind me that indeed it's me who is supposed to be at the one living here. My bag's on the floor, my new school books on the desk, my numerous medications on the night table. I stare at the bottles for a moment, deliberating until I open a bottle, shake out a pill, and pop out a tablet from the foil sheet. I down with a chaser of water without thinking about the chemistry. My uniforms are in the closet. I slink out from under the sheets and stretch my back before dressing up. Putting on a new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. The artificial smell of generic detergent invades my nose, but the feeling of fresh clothes against my back is a good one, a natural one. It feels like a school uniform, as it should, is not much different from what I used to wear before. That goes for other things too. So far, this place seems more or less like a normal school. Especially the blind one when it's not like she would know. Padios, you dirty motherfucker. You dirty boy. You dirty boy. I think back to my talk with Kenji yesterday. Misha's constant laughter and Shizune's swooping sign language gestures. Gestures. Well, I've only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that normal, but I'm sure others are. Or perhaps people like them are what passes for normal around here. Yeah, what does pass for normal around here? What do people do? I didn't see a lot of kids hanging around after class yesterday, so maybe there are clubs. If so, I wonder if I should join one. But one sad part of this game is that this is everyone's last semester before they all graduate. Voyeurism at its finest. All through class, the questions remains on my mind, so I decided to ask Shizune about it when we split into groups. After all, she did say if I had anything I wanted to know, I should ask her. She crosses her arms and shifts her gaze slowly to Misha, who looks more preoccupied with trying to grind the eraser of her pencil down so the top is perfectly and evenly flat. Sorry, Shi-chan. Is there something you wanted from me? I think it's closer to a full year. Like I think it's midway through the first semester. Oh, I see. That's a good question, Hee-chan. My first thought is that she doesn't know, which is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Well, anyway, please don't prove me right. Oh, that's right! Everyone is encouraged to join a club. A lot of people do so because there isn't really anything else to do. There's a lot of school events, like the festival coming up in a few days. Almost every student in the school tends to help out with doing whatever. So, you're actually transferred and at a busy time. Maybe you can help out too. Sure. What's the festival about? Misha freezes. I don't know. Hee-chan, the truth is it's a local event, and I'm not from this area. Oh my gosh. This girl right here. She starts signing desperately at Shizune, asking her to bail her out. Oh my god. Shizune adjusts her glasses at the end of the oddly grandiose, I don't know how to say that, flourish and starts signing hard and heavy. I think she curled her hair with ice cream cones. Have more time for sexual intercourse rather than less than a year. Huh? Oh. Who cares? Misha puffs out her chest as she shouts Shizune's words out at me with a disproportionate amount of pride. Too loud, I can see her head's turning to look in our direction. Give me 1 minute, guys. Give me 1 minute. Sorry guys. Sorry guys, my girlfriend was screaming. Alright, let me see what you guys are saying. She deserves a good drill. Her drills can pierce the heavens. Mint chocolate chip and cookie dough. Okay. Okay. Gotta curl her vigor. Y'all are dirty. Y'all are dirty. And I like it. That's why we all hentais up in this motherfucker. Oh my god, what the fuck? Okay. Okay, that's the light, that's why. Okay, sorry. Okay. Not so loud. Human beings involved within each new generation, the ideals and beliefs behind festivals will inevitably change with time! Excuse me. Now it's about delicious fried food and amusing little games that you play to win prizes! Oops. The teacher clears his throat very oddly, battling his wooden pointer against his long wooden pointer against his other palm like a baton. He shoots a pointed gaze at us. Finally noticing where we are, Misha stifles a yelp and quickly quiets down. Shizune doesn't seem embarrassed at all though, brushing it off without a care. We are in the middle of class and should start working. That's right, Shi-chan! What? That's right! Hi-chan, are you asking about your interest in joining a club? It could have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I think I saw a suspicious glance exchange between them. Misha's tone has also changed, although it does that every other word anyway. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Misha and Shizune look at each other again. I'm about to ask what they have in mind when something dark flutters in my peripheral vision, catching my attention. Out of the corner of my eye, I see a girl with long dark hair get up from her desk and slip silently towards the door. It doesn't seem like she was working in any group, and no one seems to notice her but me. I glance at the teacher who's looking at the dark-haired girl go. Why doesn't he say anything? Hi-chan, is something wrong? What's up, Dreadfire? Do I look uneasy as I feel? Or was Misha just looking at me looking after the girl who left? No, nothing. Okay! Well, like we were asking, you don't have any plans for lunch today, do you? I thought I would go to the library and pick up some books. Oh, that's me talking. I thought I would go to the library and pick up some books. Not really. Hold on. Oh my god, there's something stuck in my throat! Do you want to have lunch together then? Sure. Yay! Okay, Hi-chan, perfect! The rest of class passes uneventfully. The girl with long hair never came back. Before I have the time to put any more thought into where she have gone, the teacher informs us that it's time to stop working. Shizune looks more than a little annoyed that we only just barely managed to finish all our work on time. I'm just glad we finished it at all. It's not a contest or anything. Yes, it is, Hi-chan! Impossible. Really? Really. I've noticed this before, but it's funny how Misha is always moving her hands and signing not only everything she says, but what anyone else is saying at any given time. I mean, who doesn't get morning wood with those who... Oh, you're right. You right. You're right, Mr. Big Dog. You right. Obviously, it must be Shizune. Oh, shit. That's me reading. I'm so dumb, dude. I'm so silly. Actually, let me look at this. I want to look at... Yeah, numbers are a little low. But you know what? It's okay. Okay. Obviously, it must be so Shizune can't understand it. Her eyes dart back and forth between Misha and Misha's hands and me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be looking at. Sorry. I'm talking to Misha, but that might be wrong. Maybe I should face Shizune. I'm used to looking in the direction of the person whose voice I'm hearing. But really, Shizune can't hear me, but it would be disrespectful to her to talk to her only through Misha. Then again, isn't that what she's doing? No, she's at least looking at me. This is all very confusing and will take some time to get used to. It's not a contest because contests are competitions over a prize. If there's no prize on the line, it's not really a contest. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? Hold up. Shizune's eyes flash dangerously with a competitive glare. She stares at me as if surprised that I'm challenging her. I think maybe this is a contest to her. I never noticed before how dark and blue her eyes are. It's truly an alluring gaze. Gaze. Are you sure, Hee-chan? Very sure. You're wrong, Hee-chan, because I don't want to be the slowest one in class. Therefore, what's on the line is my confidence in my abilities, and the prize is the satisfaction of proving them. Shizune pushes up her glasses up the bridge of her nose in a very matter-of-fact way. I'd argue more, but the bell rings, and she quickly gets up and picks up her bag, looking at me expectantly. I had almost forgotten that I was supposed to have lunch with them. Where do you want to eat? The cafeteria? That's so plain! Okay, let's go! Plain? Well, I guess. At my old school, I'd like to eat outside near the back of my building. It was a good spot, but I didn't find it until the end of my freshman year. I wonder if there's a place to eat here. Misha seems to imply as much. We should have asked. Shizune and Misha pull me towards the cafeteria, which is surprisingly not packed. Maybe some students favor eating in classroom or outdoors. Also, some of my classmates had boxed lunches. After we finish eating, Misha picks up where we left off earlier. HERMSAUR, you should be glad that Katawa Shoujo is completely different from its beta form. I bet. So Hee-chan, you wanted to know about the clubs and stuff, right? Right, Shi-chan? Okay, I guess it makes sense to ask first. Exchanging little nods of confirmation, they turn to face me again, and Misha straightens her posture as if she is about to deliver a speech. Hee-chan, do you have anything you're really interested in? I used to play soccer, but I'm not really into it. I don't follow the teams and players or anything like that. As of late, I usually just read a lot. There is a book club, right, Shi-chan? Right! But it seems like they have all the members they can possibly have right now. Sorry, Hee-chan, it's a really popular club. Okay, but more to the point. Hee-chan, does this mean you don't have anything already in mind? Not really. Good! Great! That's great, Hee-chan! Really great! Oh my god, her voice is gonna literally fucking murder me. Like, goddamn. Good! Great! That's great, Hee-chan! Really great! Why is it so great? No reason. Well, Hee-chan, other than clubs, the upcoming festival, there's one other thing. Student Council! I see. What's up, Bernie man? Hermes, 3:37 a.m. Why is this early? It's 3:37 for you. It's 12 o'clock for me. But yo, if you guys are up, man, shout out to you guys. You guys are champs, man. You guys are fucking champs, yo. But I want to see how far we can get. I think we're gonna get through this. I was thinking about streaming even 4 hours, but we're gonna see. Woo! The reason why I'm streaming too is because I finished all my recordings this week. Okay, anyways. I see. I didn't know the school had a student council. That was kind of melodramatic setup though, just to tell me that. I'm pretty sure the two of them know this because Shizune looks a little embarrassed about it, and Misha is laughing. Shizune, you cute as fuck. Shizune's cute as fuck. Alright. Shizune quickly retakes control of the discussion in the manner of speaking. After all, it's still Misha who has the voice whatever she says. Right. Hee-chan, maybe you should join the student council. They could use more people. Yes, definitely. You should definitely join. Why? Well, for one, we could hang out every day, Hee-chan. Shi-chan and I are both in the student council. Actually, Shi-chan is the president. I'm starting to get the suspicion that Shizune and Misha might not exactly be the most unbiased people to talk about this with. Alright, later. Good night, Dreadfighter. Thanks for coming through, yo. As if reading my mind, Shizune quickly adjusts her glasses and signs something to Misha. Of course! We're not trying to get you to join just because we would obviously benefit from you joining the student council and therefore have an incentive to try to get you to. So you're admitting that. No, we admit nothing. I mean, Hee-chan, of course it would be nice if you joined and we'd appreciate it. Alright, good night, Donnie. Yup, it's true, Hee-chan. Besides, don't you want to spend time with us after school, Hee-chan? Why is that literally school days? I don't know. I can't tell if she's being genuine or if this is just really good acting. Both of them seem to be trying hard to look their cutest, although they are already pretty cute, pretty cute to begin with. Well, so it's settled then. Well, I have no choice. Really? Really? That's horrible, Elder. That's fucking horrible. What? No! No! Oh, see, Shi-chan? Of course it wouldn't go so easily. Yep, that's right. Though it would be boring if it went smoothly. Oh well, Shi-chan owes me candy now! You were betting on it? Hey, my life is not a game here. Shizune seems very intrigued by this. When Misha signs it to her, the aggressive glint returns to her eyes. That's interesting, Hee-chan. Let's play a game. That's not what I said. How about rich man, poor man, Hee-chan? If you lose, you have to join the student council. No, absolutely not. Oh, why not? Well, because you two both have the same incentive and therefore the same goal, which is to get me to join the student council, right? I wish I could stay up more, but after playing Fates for 6 hours and I have work in 7 hours, physically struggling to support stream. It's all good, man. It's all good. You stopping by is enough for me, man. Yup! Yeah, that isn't my goal, but that means... But what this means is both of you can team up and I'll be at a clear disadvantage, so I will have to decline. Hee-chan! Fucking yell. Lisky? Lisky? What's up, Lisky? Fucking dicks. In all honesty, I would like someone finishing the beta's concepts. How bad was it? Hee-chan, I'm very offended. Are you saying you don't trust us? That would pull... Message has been retracted. Ooh. I wonder who did that. I'm curious to see this man's channel. 1 subscriber. Alright. Anyways. Hello. Sorry? It's hard to tell whether Shizune's influence ends and Misha's thoughts begin. In order to atone for hurting a young girl's feelings, you should definitely... Oh, sorry, this is Misha's voice. God damn, my voice is literally dying. I'm fucking dying right now. In order to atone for hurting a young girl's feelings, you should definitely join the student council. No! How about a game of paper football instead of rich man, poor man? Paper football. Yeah, it's a game they play in America. You make a paper triangle, then you try to shoot the past goalposts that the other players make with their fingers. Isn't it cool? It's the ultimate form of competition between two people, Hee-chan! And it's also played by elementary and middle school children, Hee-chan. Wahaha! That means it's a game that really separates the boys from the men. More like the boys from the slightly older boys. Anyways, I'm not going to play that either. Just the fact that you know what it means, you are probably surprisingly good at it. Why do you want to know, Lisky? Let me actually... I must check something. Hold on. Dude, my throat is fucking dying. Okay, anyways. Yeah, that's true. How did you know, Hee-chan? Not much happened, Joel. Shizune frowns at Misha, telling me that she probably wasn't supposed to admit that so readily. I want to say that I'm happy with their attempts to get me to student council, but I'm a little curious about what the student council does here. I've never been on one before, or even known anybody who was a member, so it interests me. I also kind of like Shizune and Misha, so maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Okay, Hee-chan, how about Risk, the game of world domination? I don't know what that is. It's really fun, Hee-chan. You fight for control of the world with armies and everything. I'll leave you with these parting words. Ahem. Alright, Bernie, man. Get some good sleep, dude. Sounds like Shizune would be good at it. If you want to play, we can after school. Really, Shi-chan? We can't play just for fun. Shi-chan hasn't played in a long time. If you want to, there's no strings attached. Well, okay. Okay, perfect! We'll see you after school in the student council room then, Hee-chan. Wait, why there? Because that's where we keep the game! We got fucking tricked! God damn it. I grimace to tell them how much I do not like this, but it's more for show than anything. I hear my girlfriend screaming because of my dog. My dog is being crazy. So in the end, I agree, but only after getting Shizune to acknowledge that I don't mean anything to concentrate just by accepting to take a look around and play a game with her. Lunch ends and we go back to class. Oh, the girl... Did you guys see that? You live in Australia? I live in California. During afternoon classes, the long-haired girl comes back and sits down in her seat without a word. Again, no one seems to notice, or if they do, no one says anything. I want to ask Misha about it, but I don't want to be nosy. After school, Shizune and Misha quickly find me by the first floor lobby and latch onto me, covering each flank in case I might try to escape. I feel a little offended, but I'd be considering it nevertheless. I'm a bit disturbed that enough people have made a break for it in the past that they are on their guard. What's with the escort? This doesn't make me feel very comfortable. In fact, it makes me feel like a dangerous prisoner being transported to a cell. What's wrong, Hee-chan? That's right, we're going to play a game of Risk, remember? Hold on. Hold on, guys. Oh, my dog's here. My girlfriend kicked them out. I don't know, Misha. All this seems a little sinister to me. I start thinking that when we sit down to play a game, they'll tie me down and torture me until I agree to join the student council. Well, that's highly unlikely, but still, for some reason, it just seems like it would be so plausible. Getting to the student council room is as simple as turning 2 corners from where we started. What? That's it? This makes you guys being so on top of me seems a little silly. That's not true, Hee-chan. Shi-chan says that when their life is threatened, people have shown the capability to pull off superhuman bursts of speed. Life is threatened. Her expression unchanging, Misha signs something amusedly to Shizune, who makes a baffling face and puts her hand behind her back, looking pleased with herself. Misha feigns deafness and hums cheerily. Stop that. I know you heard me. You have no excuse unlike Shizune. Alright, for sure, man. But you know what, guys? It is 12:51. My throat is hurting like a motherfucker. I've been reading for an hour and 20 minutes. So you know what we're gonna do, guys? We're gonna end the stream off for now. We're gonna wrap it up right here. Something definitely different than what we're usually used to. I'll probably stream this a little bit early next time. Let me see. Is it there? Yeah, it's there. So what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna end the stream off here. We'll probably try to stream a little bit earlier next time. I just really wanted to get the feel of this game because it seemed really interesting and stuff. So yeah, definitely. And I'm really fucking tired too. I had a really long day, and I have a longer day ahead of me. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. You guys are motherfucking awesome. But yeah. Why is my phone an Nimdra? No, I just updated and it was working. Unoptimized. Oh man. But yeah, anyways, guys, what we're gonna do, I'm burnt out of my goddamn fucking mind. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. You guys are motherfucking awesome. And I shall see you guys in the next one. 9 out of 10. Yeah. Maybe we'll do this tomorrow, or Fire Emblem Fates. We'll see. Or Rabby Ribby. We'll find out. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Lacks voice acting. My voice hurts. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. My name is HERMSAUR. And I shall see you guys in the next one. So, peace out. Bye.